Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Rabbit Sanctuary's YouTube channel. We have another episode in our series on Rabbit Pen Enclosures, and in this video we will look at adopters setups. Before we start, let's have a quick reminder of the items that are essential in a pen setup. Rabbits need hay, a hay rack, a litter box, some sort of tunnel or hide, ceramic bowl for water, and a bowl for pellets. These items are just the bare basics, but as you'll see in this video, some bunny owners love to jazz up their rabbits' areas and spoil them rotten. So let's dive in and see how some of the adopters from the Rabbit Sanctuary have set up their bunnies' areas. Will this inspire you? Let's take a look. When we look at the first enclosure, we can see all of those essential items. Take a look at that hay rack. It's actually a $2 bag holder from Ikea. I personally use this for my fosters as well, and it works brilliantly. I have linked it in the description of the video in case you want to try it out for yourself. In this setup you can see the same Ikea bag holder as a hay rack. The litter box is great as it has high sides, so if your bunny likes to dig in the litter, it doesn't fly everywhere. It also helps with those bunnies who spray.
This is Felicity's setup. She's got a shark tunnel, a litter tray, a hay rack, excuse the rooster, water, a bowl for pellets, and she's got a maze she can run around in and hide, and a little box upstairs for sleeping in. She's in this temporary cage while I try and bond her with my other bunnies who are also in the same room. And this is their setup. So I've got the barrier between them, and I've got a basket here so they can't actually push together, but it also has paper towels in it to clean up any messes. And it's a bit hard to see, but that's actually a large cage behind the castle, and the bunnies are actually hiding in there at the moment. So they can climb up the castle. Oh, here's the bird who loves the bunnies. Today he's taking a shine to these two, which is Puppy and Binky Bill. Excuse me, little old man, I'll just get the bunnies. Oh, there they are. They're happily having a little sleepies. I haven't put them outside today because I have to go out and I have to do some repairs to my front fence before I can let them run around again. So anyway, here it is. They've got water and a tray for their pellets, some toys to play with. They've got a soft blanket on the floor, and their litter trays under the castle. So they've got plenty of places to run and hide up here, and they also like to sit under this little steps and hide in there, and then of course they can hide in the castle. So that's Puppy and Binky Bill's house. And you might notice too that on the floor there's not a lot of covering on the floor. That's because I've just bought a new roll of lino, and I'm going to cover that whole section with the new lino. I got it hot and special at Bunnings. It was off-cut, and I saved about $120 on it, so I was very happy. So you can see little birdie, he goes from bunny to bunny. His favourite bunny is Felicity at the moment, and she's just hopped into her box. She's going to have a little sleep in there, and she's been talking to the other bunnies through the fence. They can run around, so I'll let her out in free roam, and then I'll lock her up and let Puffy and Binky Bill free roam so that they can all get to know each other and hopefully bond pretty soon. Okay, thanks!
Up next are Susie's pens. You can see that there are nice big litter boxes there. Bunnies are messy little things and do need larger litter boxes, especially if there's more than one bunny. I also love seeing how dog houses, chicken coops and hutches are repurposed and used inside pens. These items on their own aren't big enough for a bunny, but add an extra area for your bunny to play or nap in. In this setup, you can see lots of fresh grass and hay. Have you ever wondered why the hay is always near or in the litter box? Well, bunnies like to eat and poop at the same time. The litter box shown here is from Kmart and has nice high sides. I also spy a cat cardboard castle from Kmart in the background. These work perfectly for bunnies.
Hi, I'd just like to show you my evening setup that I have for my new adopted 10-week-old baby bunnies. I bought 2 of these Playpens and I have attached them together. They're 7 by 4 foot together. We have a little area where they've got the tunnel and their toys and their chew mat, and then they can go into the next pen, as you can see, which is their toilet area and their feed area. You've got the water bowl, their feed and everything like that. I don't have much matting on the floor as they are on carpet, and I am trying to toilet train them. So I do have 2 free roam bunnies, so they do need to be in these pens for their own safety until they're all bonded together. So anyway, I hope you liked what I've done, and thank you.
This isn't an enclosure, but I wanted to include this because it's an awesome tunnel maze area that seems like bunny heaven. Lucky Winston. Tunnels are excellent for buns to play in, as well as to take a little nap inside. There are so many great ones available online, and I'm going to try this idea myself. Newly adopted Howie, now Cookie, is settling into his new home. Can you see the paper towel roll with hay in it? This is an excellent DIY bunny toy. We will have a video very soon on toys you can make at home, so don't forget to subscribe to see that video. Take a look at this veranda setup. There's lots of different toys and places for the bunnies to explore. You can see a seagrass mat. We've mentioned this in our previous bunny pen setup video. They're only $2.50 from Bunnings and are safe for the bunnies to chew on. Please remember to soak them first in hot water and vinegar to remove any nasties that might be on it. This enclosure is using a heavy-duty pen. What's great about these is that they're obviously heavy and have high sides so that bunnies who jump can't escape. I really wish they also came in different colours though. What colour would you pick?
Hey bunny parents, I was just wanting to make this video as a little infomercial on just what I do for my bunnies. So this is their enclosure. They have their own spare room. So I'll just break down a little bit of what I've got in here, which is, so the outside, there was a video made previously about that, how I make with the plastic picket fences and tie it onto a piece of wood, and that sort of just keeps your bunnies away from the skirting boards and the edges of the carpet so they don't chew. And these water feeders are quite good. They come from Kmart, so they're just like a continuous feeder, so your bunnies won't run out of water. That always tends to be best for them, and I change it probably every day or every second day depending how much they drink. Got these fake grass squares. I normally don't use these, but at the moment I got these down just because my sweet little girl, she's not dyslexic yet, so she tends to leave little wee marks on the carpet, and this I find has been helping me prevent that, just until she's dyslexic. And this here is my makeshift litter house. It's actually a children's desk that I got from Bunnings. From Big W, sorry, not Bunnings. And what I done is I put a piece of wooden back because it did not have a backing on it, and the fences at the front, just how I do around the edges of the enclosure. And we'll have a look how I've done this idea here of using the big under the bed storage container, and the baskets I got from another bunny parent. So they're just like a wire rack from Kmart. They probably put like vegetables and things like that in it, but I've used it as a hay rack, so it just hangs on a hook. And then I got these wooden storage containers at the back, just to kind of stop the hay falling through. I am going to refill these later. This is just their first lot they've finished. And I just got fake grass at the bottom there. I'll leave that there just to kind of stop them from, you know, going around the litter box. Yeah, what else have we got? Little feeders. I keep this as a laundry basket from Kmart. I used to keep their just their litter mix, just newspaper. Yeah, and lots of little like hidey holes for them, so they can sort of replicate like a tunnel, what they're used to probably in their natural element. Yeah. And these gates I did get from Bunnings. I did spray paint them white, which I don't recommend doing because it is quite a difficult job to do, and I've just put these boards down the bottom just in case, I don't know, I didn't want them to chew and maybe consume some of the paint, but it is non-toxic paint. But still, can't be too careful. So yeah, that's my setup.
I love making these videos. I've definitely been inspired seeing how everyone has their bunny areas set up. Let us know in the comments if you'd like us to do a subscriber pen setup video in the future. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, bye everybody!